I'm Sarah, I'm from Tafwa, and I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
My name is Freddy, I'm from Gamiatong. I listen to Mario on the traffic jam every afternoon.
Hi, my name is Salah, I live in Asinu. Today FM rocks.
My name is Denasa and I'm from Lutoka and I love listening to Today FM.
My name is Mulamila, I work at Golden Point Resort. I love listening to Today FM, it rocks in Raki.
I'm Mary from Mandera. I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
We love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
Today's hit music on Today FM.
Good evening, I'm Amrita Priyadarshini and this is FPC News. Tonight, students urged to choose a career in the science field. Chinese investment in Fiji grows. And Fiji is now the region's telecommunication hub. There is a shortage of science workers in Fiji, says Prime Minister Voreqe Bainimarama. While launching the Fiji National University's 2017 enrollment drive in Suva this morning, Bainimarama urged students to consider a career in the science field as it has great opportunities. Rachel Nath reports.
Speaking to the university students, Prime Minister Voreqe Bainimarama highlighted that Fiji needs people with more practical skills.
We also need more foresters, marine scientists, land surveyors, motor mechanics, electricians, engineers, and a range of other talents, people with practical skills. So if you embark on fields of study like this, you will not only have satisfying careers, but be contributing to our nation's social and economic development.
Bainimarama stressed it is important for students to choose a career they are passionate about and not what others choose for them.
You can only be successful in life if you are passionate about what you do and can have the necessary drive to achieve your ambitions and dreams. Then life has a habit of choosing things for you.
A wide range of opportunities that FNU offers. School leavers considering the next step on their journey to tertiary education.
The Fiji National University has a diverse range of courses available, which are attracting more students.
FNU is the only university in Fiji that offers graphics and graphic design.
FNU, the program which I'm doing, FNU offers the program to me, so I took it up with FNU, found it interesting.
Because the other universities don't provide with this course, hairdressing and beauty therapy.
The 2017 enrollment drive is a platform to showcase the courses available at the university. Rachel Nath, FBC News.
Fiji is slowly becoming an investment destination for the Chinese. For the first 6 months of this year, 45% of all registered projects with investment Fiji were from China. Rachel Nath reports a team of Chinese investors are in Fiji again to explore more opportunities.
Chinese investors have over the past few years gained a lot of confidence in the Fijian economy. Last year alone, 41% of total investment projects registered here were by the Chinese.
I therefore urge you all to seize this opportunity and join the many investors that have significantly benefited from the profitable ventures and in turn have also contributed to the Fijian economy.
Imports from China has increased from $210 million in 2010 to $636 million in 2015. Fiji's exports to China has also increased from $13 million in 2010 to $85 million in 2015, but remained comparatively low. This same improvement has been noted in the tourism sector.
Tourism numbers from China to Fiji have been increasing year on year. And over the past 7 years, there has been a tenfold increase from about 4,087 visitors in 2009 to 40,174 visitors in 2015.
Fiji is also the regional hub for light manufacturing, a sector which supplies a number of products to the Pacific Island countries in Australia and New Zealand and the rest of the world.
Koya says the government has provided and will continue to ideally provide a stable and conducive business environment that encourages growth and development. Rachel Nath, FBC News.
Fiji has now become a telecommunications hub for the entire region. This was highlighted by Prime Minister Voreqe Bainimarama last night while launching the Instacharge app at Suva's Grand Pacific Hotel. Sainiani Boiler reports the ICT sector has contributed an average of around 6.3% of our GDP each year from 2007 to 2015.
Since the deregulation of the Information and Communications Technology or the ICT sector in 2008, there has been a greater competition between telecommunication companies, resulting in lower prices.
Wireless networks cover about 95% of the country. Mobile phone subscriptions have increased by 7.7% each year from 2007 to 2014. And the total number of subscribers reached more than 876,000 by the end of the same period.
Bainimarama says they've been committed to establishing Fiji as the regional ICT hub by bridging the technology gap between rural and urban areas and ensuring equal access at all levels.
Household penetration on broadband increased from 7.1% in 2007 to 13.7% in 2014, a fourfold increase in 7 years, while the percentage of Fijians with internet access rose from 10.9% to 41% over the same period, a figure boosted by the government's program to provide free internet access in our telecenters, mostly located in schools outside the main population areas.
Communication technology improves the way we communicate in Fiji.
It has helped me a lot, especially in terms of communicating with my friends and families overseas.
The government now plans to establish a network internet exchange point and implement the Universal Service Access projects. It is also working on introducing new concessions for smartphones and telecommunication devices to attract ICT investment. Sainiani Mboila, ABC News.
Meanwhile, smartphone users will no longer have to complain or get frustrated about low battery. Instacharge fixes that problem. The smartphone app was launched in the presence of delegates and guests from Arab nations, USA, Asia, Europe, Africa, Australasia, and the South Pacific. Sainiani Boiler once again on how it works.
With this new app, just by a single click of a button, your phone will instantly charge. You can now make calls, texts, emails, tweets, Instagrams, and surf the web as much as you want without losing any battery. App founder Douglas Stewart explained how the idea came about in the first place.
In New York. And what happened was, it was called Hurricane Sandy in 2012. And one of my colleagues I was trying to get in touch with, but the power was out for 10 days. I couldn't get in touch with him, so he finally emailed me and said, "Guy, where have you been?" He goes, "Doug, the power's been out for 10 days. Well, just go downstairs and charge your phone in your car." So I started trying to figure out how on earth can I bring power, to a cell phone if the power is out.
The Instacharge app can be downloaded from the Play Store. Its features includes low battery alerts, auto charge, and charge alarms.
So I looked at it one night with my phone and it says, "Please unplug." It was 100%, "Please unplug," but most people leave it plugged in. So I'm thinking, it started vibrating and pulsing. What happens to that wasted energy? That energy that's wasted, if it's still plugged in as 100%. I wish I could figure out a way to capture that energy and store it somewhere. And that was the beginning of Instacharge, to accept, store, and release it back into your phone.
Suva has now become the new headquarters of the Instacharge app following the launch. The launch last night was celebrated around the world. Sainiani Mboila, FBC News.
Coming up on FBC News, major fire averted at USP's Lautoka campus. And Prime Minister prepares for ISO seminar to be held in London next week. Stay with us.
Hi, my name is Liviana Valentine. I'm from Nandi and Today FM rocks.
My name is Ateza. I work at Golden Point Resort. I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
My name is Krish. I'm from Tava. I like listening to Big Breakfast. Today FM rocks.
I'm Juliana. I'm from Lautoka and I like listening to Today FM. Hi, my name is Chelly. I live in Arere. Today FM rocks my grog and lollipop.
Bula, my name is So. I'm from Navua. I like listening to Today's FM.
Bula, my name is Asilika from Rocky and Today FM rocks with my flip-flops.
Today's hit music on Today FM.
Welcome back. You're with FBC News. Now, firefighters in Lautoka managed to avert a major incident in the Sugar City this morning. It is believed a fire broke out at the University of the South Pacific's Lautoka campus. According to the campus caretaker, the fire had first started at around 8:30 last night. However, the firefighters and police had controlled it within 2 hours. The caretaker says the building was put under police surveillance for the night. He says USP officials were called again this morning as smoke was seen coming out from one of the upper buildings. The investigation continues. Prime Minister Varangiam Bainimarama will be attending the 25th International Sugar Organization seminar in London next Tuesday. Bainimarama, who is also the minister responsible for sugar, says he will be meeting the officials from the British government during this visit. The ISO, which will be celebrating its Silver Jubilee seminar, has been bringing together high-level representatives from various countries to discuss matters relating to the sugar industry. Bainimarama will then travel to Brussels to meet with officials of the European Union for bilateral discussions. Before arriving in London, the Prime Minister will also be travelling to Dubai to have discussions with some officials and investors. Outrigger Fiji Beach Resort General Manager Peter Hopgood has praised his staff for their hard work and commitment to community work following the opening of a kindergarten at Dhonua District School today. The kindergarten, which was opened by Education Minister Dr. Mahendra Reddy, is named after famous Adelaide Crows AFL player Eddie Betts, who brought his teammates from Australia to help in its construction. The kindergarten is part of Outrigger Fiji Beach Resort's community tourism project.
I had a look at the kindergarten here and it was just wasn't big enough for all the kids, so we built this, and then we had our guests come and also build a new library for the school as well. So we start again on Monday with a new project. We're going to actually be building a workshop at the Singatoka Special School, and that'll become our next community tourism project. And then I've also going to speak to the Minister about another couple of things we want to do as well.
Over 200 students graduated from the Australia Pacific Technical College in 19 different programs yesterday. These students now hold internationally recognized Australian qualifications. APTC provides Australian skills and qualifications for a wide range of vocational careers for skilled workers across the Pacific. Speaking at the graduation, President Major General Chiyote Konrote encouraged graduates to make the best use of their skills and contribute towards Fiji's development. More than 10,000 Pacific Islanders from 14 island countries now hold APTC qualification. Coming up in sports, Sports Commission works out on a 4-year plan. And 5 new board members appointed for FNRL. This and more coming up.
My name is Siobhan. I work at Golden Point Resort. I love listening to Milty FM. क्योंकि Milty FM is #1 in music. Milty FM is hot.
I am सुरेश चंद वैतुरी नसूरी से बोलता हूँ। जैसे आँख खुलती है मिर्ची FM मुझे मस्त कर देती है।
Hi, I'm Viren from Zambula. Milty FM is hot.
My name is Rizwan Khan.
Hi, and my name is Mohammed Sufyan. Batu Bahe and Milty FM is hot.
My name is Vishal Maharaj. I'm working for Nasintan Cultural as a market master. I love listening to Milty FM.
Welcome to FBC Sports. The Fiji National Sports Commission has set up a 4-year plan for all sporting organizations in the country. Chair Peter Maisy says moving forward, athletes qualifying on a wild card may not be considered by Team Fiji for the 2020 Olympic Games. Vaishnil Prasad reports.
The Fiji Sports Commission has made it clear that only those athletes who will qualify on merit and on points will represent Fiji at the world stage in the coming years.
No longer should we send non-qualifying athletes to the Olympics or world events. We should not consider anymore universality places or tripartite invitations.
In a conference today, Maisie highlighted on the issue, saying Fiji needs to map out a 4-year plan before the 2020 Olympic Games.
It is time to prepare true development plans, 4-year development plans, to take us through to the next Olympic Games or World Games, and through planning to achieve our next level.
Many sporting federations were part of the one-day discussion. The chair also raised concerns that sporting federations are not making use of various initiatives provided by the Commission. This includes the hiring of overseas coaches and sending athletes for overseas studies.
This grant, as I reported at each conference, is not utilised to the full extent. I acknowledge that 1 or 2 NSOs do use it annually. And those are basically the ones that have 4-year plans in place now.
Maisie says if the national sports organizations do not work according to their plan, it will affect their campaign for the Tokyo Olympics.
It's indicative that the NSOs are not planning for the future, and this has to change.
The national sports organizations were told to follow former Fiji Sevens coach Ben Ryan's path to successfully rope in more Olympic medals for Fiji. Vashnil Prasad, FBC Sports.
Minister of Youth and Sports Lesenia Tuitumbo has declared 30th June as the National Sports and Wellness Day. Speaking at the Fiji National Sports Commission's National Sporting Organization Conference, Tuitumbo highlighted that this is being done to help the people understand the importance of a healthy and sporting life.
In recognition of the need for us to focus on to make a sustained intervention to address our challenges in non-communicable diseases.
The Vodafone Flying Fijians have a last chance to prove themselves when they take on Japan in their final European Tour Test match tomorrow morning.
For us, when we've got the ball in hand, the first thing we need to go forward and force we want to force the Japanese into a physical game.
The Vodafone Fiji Under-20 rugby side thumped Cook Islands 53 in the first game of the Oceania Trophy match at the ANZ Stadium in Suva this afternoon. Fiji led 17-3 at halftime and ran in 8 tries in the game to beat the Cooks. Fiji's Timothy Tavanavanua and John Manu scored a hat-trick of tries, while Frank Lamai and Semisi Matawalu got a try each to their name. Fiji next placed Tonga on the 10th of December. Now, 5 new board members were elected at the Fiji National Rugby League annual general meeting held in Lami today. Penny Musunamasi returns to the board with Maika Vunivere, Jonatani Nassau, Eliesa Ratuva and Saimoni Lomaloma. 4 board members have retained their positions, while Sosimveta Mboila lost out in the election during the AGM. Philimoni Vosarongo remains the chair of the FNRL. 16 countries are taking part in the Oceania Taekwondo Championships and the Oceania Para Taekwondo Championships at Suva's Vodafone Arena. While Australia is the favourite, Fiji has promised to showcase an improved performance during the championships. Vashnil Prasad reports.
The high-profile athletes from around the region are taking part in the 2-day Oceania Taekwondo Championships, which is being hosted by Fiji for the 3rd time.
Fiji has hosted Oceania twice already, but this is different. It's a G4 competition, which means all athletes are ranked in the world. So it's a first time in Fiji, a very important event for us. Yeah.
Of these teams, Australia, who has been a consistent team, is expected to dominate the championship once again.
Australia is the leading country in Oceania. We got New Zealand and Tahiti behind them, but Fiji's going to give them a run for.
43 athletes from Fiji are taking part in the championship, which is like an Olympic qualifying tournament.
For Pumse, we've got about 43 Fiji in the Fiji team, taking part in the Pumse category and also in the karaoke as well. The karaoke starting tomorrow is the more important one. We're looking at 2020 Tokyo to get them to qualify.
The athletes from the men's and women's division will compete in 4 different categories. Vashnil Prasad, FBC Sports.
The Oceania Beach Volleyball Championships in Nandi will act as the qualifiers to the Commonwealth Games. For the first time, Fiji is hosting the event and has done well in the preliminary tournament so far. Vashnil Prasad once again.
With the Oceania Championship starting on Thursday, Fiji Beach Volleyball men's and women's teams have a lot on their hands.
And the main thing is about the championship is that there is AVC, Asian Volleyball Points on offer here. This is the only tournament of the Oceania calendar where you get points. It's very important to get points here.
The Fijian teams have done well in the preliminary rounds, qualifying to the semi-finals against the other top 19 teams. Also part of the championships are the men's Pacific Games gold medalist Papua New Guinea.
At this current stage, the Vanuatu girls are the champions and the runners-up are Australia. So those are the two teams and the women that are leading that pack. On the men's side, you've got very strong competition in Australian men, New Zealand men, Fiji.
It's the first time Fiji is hosting this event, and with top facilities, organisers are looking forward to returning in future.
There's no culture in beach volleyball yet here, and this is part of our development plan is to get competition. We call it growing sand leagues, so they need to spend a lot of time on the beach to grow sand leagues to play competitive volleyball. So
the competition continues at the Smugglers Cove in Nadi. Vashnil Prasad, FBC Sports.
TJ Perenara's All Black season has come full circle, with his promotion to the run-on-15s team against France tomorrow. At the start of the international test matches, Perenara was out of favour, slipping to number 3 in the halfback rankings, but now is the top dog and itching for his 29th test. Fine weather apart from afternoon showers and thunderstorms was experienced over most places today. High temperatures were recorded in all centres, which ranged between 31 to 33 degrees. Now the forecast to midnight tomorrow, occasional showers over the Lau and Lomai Viti group is expected. Some showers of the interior and eastern parts of the larger islands. Elsewhere it should be fine apart from isolated afternoon or the evening showers. We take a look at Monday and it says occasional showers with isolated heavy falls and thunderstorms are expected. Recapping the headlines. Students urged to consider a career in the science field as it offers great opportunities. 45% of all registered projects with Investment Fiji for the first 6 months were from China. And Prime Minister prepares to leave for the International Sugar Organization seminar to be held in London next week. For these stories and others, you can tune in daily to our sister radio station, Gold FM. We move on to our poll question now, and this week we're asking, are you happy to see Choeli Lutumailangi back in the National Sevens fold? To answer, visit our FBC website. Now you can also send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email, citizens@fbc.com.fj, or share it with us via our Facebook page, FBC News, and if you're on Twitter, follow and tweet us those news tips at FBC News or simply #FBC News. That was News Tonight. Good evening.
Nimbul binak, lihatkan gol apa ni? Liknitang, ando talitak na warong, ena radio Fiji-1, ando may biti na bongan ni Pienian.
Sada labina, lihat gol elenani, winggol, udah bermain aku roi sasa, dan ngotang-ngotang kita umatan, mantola biana radio Fiji-1. Atau baru ngetiana news.
Ni sampula na elang go api ni sarat mai koro ena kasi auto bagarong ena radio Fiji-1 bonga ni bene.
Na radio Fiji-1 nandu mai biti na bonga ni bene.